Hi everyone, and welcome to your monthly pick-a-card tarot readings for the month of May 2023. If we haven't met, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my occult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards the life you want. I'll be doing 7 card readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot with Lapis Lazuli, the Tarot of the Divine with Carnelian, and the Dark Mansion Tarot with Green Aventurine. We also have 4 different oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one. And of course, you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find timestamps right below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. All right, group 1, let's see what we have for you for the month of May. Whoops. There we go. So, in your present energy, well, this is looking nice. It looks like things are going well for you offhand. I'm not sure if these 2 kings represent different aspects of yourself or different people or things like that. But one thing is for sure, as a present energy, when you see 2 kings both upright, what more is there to say? And there's the 8 of Wands indicating quickness and things like that. And in your past energy, we have the 8 of Cups. So I have the feeling that there might have been a breakthrough, some kind of hesitancy to move on from something that wasn't serving you, that you finally made the connection necessary to actually take the steps needed to evolve. And it's funny how at this point we have 2 kings and 2 eights in your reading. Yeah, very interesting to point out. So in your future energy, we have the 9 of coins reversed. Now, this, I will say, is a bit confusing in the position that it's at. What I would say, based off of the cards so far, the simplest way to read the fact that this card is reversed is as a delay, because again, with 2 upright kings and the quickness, it might, okay, here's a great way to connect all of these things together. It could be that just because you don't reach your goal as quickly as you would like to reach it, it doesn't mean that you're not making rapid progress right now. And this could be an invitation to keep that in mind. It would be really funny if the main advice card could be summarized as that. And it is the 6 of coins reversed, with supporting advice being the death card. Okay, obviously, because, that's how brains work, I'm going to interpret this as confirmation for everything I've said thus far. So basically, long, arduous projects like transformation, like completely turning into a different person, which might be the case in regarding the shift that happened, which enabled you to begin the transformation. It is a long process, and if you keep your eye on the goal, then all you have to do is not make rash decisions through impatience, which is what I'm interpreting this 6 of coins reversed as. Because the 6 of coins, it's about, wisely allocating resources. And I think that given these 2 kings here, which right now, the simplest way to interpret these 2 kings as part of the reading as a whole is as 2 different aspects of yourself. So it looks like you have established the mastery as far as knowledge goes and turned it into a practical, long-lasting plan. So again, when you're trying to go for a practical, long-lasting thing, then the steps that you take to get there, as fast as you might be going, the destination is still far, So just keep that in mind and remember that when you're going through a major shift, I'm sure that the caterpillar in the cocoon, which I used very often as a metaphor when death comes up. I'm sure for the caterpillar, well, not trapped in the cocoon, but when the caterpillar is in the cocoon, slowly dissolving into goo before, eventually emerging as a butterfly. And you can totally take that to the bank. Tarot readers are the best people to turn to for biological expertise. But anyway, when for the goo slash caterpillar that is in the cocoon, it might feel like it's taking forever, but this is a big thing that you're doing. So try to keep that in mind, basically. And the Seven of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck is, I think it's a, don't let feelings of confusion make you doubt that whatever you walked away from or moved on from in the past was a mistake. I don't think that is the case, even though the independence and abundance of the Nine of Coins might take longer to manifest than you might hope. That doesn't make the plan that you have any less practical, any less tangible, and any less enduring. So that was a mic drop right there. Thank you very much for trusting me with your reading. You can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, group 2, let's see what we have for you for the month of May. I'm probably going to have to take a look at each card individually because this deck, I'm still learning it, but we have the Three of Swords. Okay, so this is all swords. No, sorry, this is wands. Okay. So the Three of Swords, the Two of Wands reversed, and the Four of Swords reversed. Give me a second here. Oh, yeah. It looks like, based off of these three cards, that you might be on the brink of on the brink of taking a major step. But the thing to keep in mind is that part of making big moves involves putting yourself out there, and that prospect leaves you open to criticism and the feedback of other people, which might not always take the shape that it likes, which is what I'm getting from the Three of Swords reversed. The Three of Swords is the only upright card in your energy here, and I think the Four of Swords reverse is inviting you to come out of your shell, but we're only 3 cards into the reading. Let's see. The energy coming into this is the Nine of Coins. So the phrase "new level, new devil" popped in just now. Sometimes when and it's funny. Actually, I won't say what's funny. You either know or you don't. But coming back to you, group 2. Sometimes when you reach a goal, there might be feelings of well, there are 2 ways to go at it. It could either be feelings of defensiveness. Now that you have the thing that you want, you feel a fear of losing it starts taking over, or it could be a feeling of, well, is this it? I was expecting to be, I was expecting the managerial position to be, peachy keen and just kicking my feet up and chilling all day. Now all these people are coming at me with problems and shit. So it might, those are the 2 main ways to interpret the Nine of Coins flowing into these 3 cards here. And in your future / incoming energy, we have the Knight of Cups reversed. So here's the thing. Again, putting yourself out there, you can't put yourself out there without the risk of, hearing things that you'd rather not hear from people. That's kind of something that comes with the territory, and that's a feature, not a bug. I'm going to turn over the 2 advice cards here. So your supporting advice is the Empress And the main advice card is the Empress, and the supporting advice is the Six of Cups reversed, with the Two of Cups reversed at the bottom of your deck. Okay. The Two of Cups reversed at the bottom here has more impact than I was expecting to have. Give me a second here. So this is maintained. I'm going to stare at this for a second, group 2. You deserve this. So here's the reason why this Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck in reverse was such a game changer as far as how I'm interpreting this reading. You know, all these comments that I've been making this entire time about feedback from other people, this Two of Cups reversed here, binding this whole reading together, is now it's making me interpret this as feedback from someone in particular, someone whose opinion you probably respect, and that this feedback might have vexed you a little, pointing to the Three of Swords here. So just to have something concrete to hold on to, I'm going to use a brother as a metaphor. So let's say you just achieved this thing, and your brother, whose opinion that you respect, says something that you weren't expecting, like, hey, this thing that I just did is fucking cool, and your brother kind of downplays it. I can understand how discombobulating that can be. However, the message of the Empress and the Six of Cups reversed is, well, the way to read the Six of Cups reverse might not be the best if we're using a brother as a metaphor, but bear with me here. Basically, don't let, even if someone whose opinion you respect kind of puts you down, that's one person's opinion. Yeah, it sucks if someone that you respect puts you down. However, that's not a reason to move forward. That's not, it's not a reason to stop moving forward. As a matter of fact, the Empress is inviting you to keep creating, to keep relishing in the abundance that you have earned in the past here. And sometimes, sometimes when someone you respect puts you down at the very moment that you would expect praise from them, that could make you hesitant to take the next step and to come out of your shell. It might make you want to retreat to doubt the abundance that you have reached, And just try to remember that this is one person's feedback. As much as you respect your brother, he's just one person. So don't let that weigh you down too much. And I think that the Knight of Cups reversed is inviting you to reconnect with what you really want, and that could help put this person's feedback in perspective. And here's where we need to separate a bit from the brother metaphor for a second here. The Six of Cups in reverse is basically saying, sometimes when there's tension in a relationship leading to things that you didn't expect, it might be, first of all, it doesn't diminish the good, fond memories of the past. However, and this is, I just want to put this out there for the people with whom this might apply, if this fits into a broader pattern, maybe, and I'm not going to use brother anymore, maybe your friend, maybe your friend who you respect has exhibited a consistent pattern of behavior of putting you down when you accomplish things that you think are cool. It might be time to consider that, and time to evaluate how good a friend this person is. I just wanted to put that out there for people with whom that might apply. If this is a one-off thing, then don't read into it. But if it's not, it might be something that you want to consider. So, but again, and I just want to come back to this just to end this reading on a good note. One person's opinion is just that, it's one person. So really try to keep that in mind, and keep creating, keep living in the abundance that you've earned. All right. So thank you very much for trusting me with your reading. You can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, group 3, let's see what we have for you for May. Present energy, we have the Chariot, the Queen of Cups, and Strength. Holy shit. Well, what are you coming to me for, group 3? It looks like you got this. Wow. Honestly, as far as these 3 cards go, you guys got the best 3 so far. Coming into the energy, we have the 3 of Wands. So it looks like, holy shit, a lot of people are making steps. It's looking like your month of April, or at least the things prior to the month of May, have been going pretty good for you, despite what you might think. Your entire reading is upright. 3 of Wands is a card of like crossing the threshold. This is looking really good for you, group 3. If the incoming energy is something like the 9 of Cups or the World or the 6 of Wands or something like that, I'm gonna just, quit your reading. That's a joke. I'm gonna finish your reading. And we have the 7 of Swords. I personally like this card. I don't want to go on a whole rant every time I pull this card, but 7 of Swords is often associated with lying, cheating, and stealing. I have a more nuanced approach. I say there's nothing wrong with finding alternative solutions to problems, and your 2 advice cards, the main advice cards is the 8 of Swords, and the supporting advice is Temperance reversed. The only reversed card in your entire reading, with Justice at the bottom of the deck. I'm just gonna take this in for a second, group 3. Okay, I'm going to pull a clarification card on the 8 of Swords specifically, because the way that these 3 cards are interplaying can be interpreted in many, many different ways. And I think the key to this is interpreting what the 8 of Swords is saying. So let's pull her, and it's the Ace of Cups reversed. All right, I'll see you right now. Okay, I get it now. I was hesitant to interpret it this way for a couple reasons. First of all, I like the 7 of Swords, and second of all, it's upright. But especially clarified by the Ace of Cups reverse, what I will say is, group 3, despite the victory and the strong position that you're in, leading to like emotional satisfaction, the warning inherent in this is basically don't get cocky, but more specifically, in the decisions that you have to make during this month of May, try to really ask yourself what is the right thing to do. Because sometimes when we reach a certain level of agency, a certain level of success, there might be temptation that can start to creep in, and all of a sudden, I don't know why crypto trading came to mind, but I'm just gonna run with it. So the crypto trader starts making a bunch of money trading crypto, and all of a sudden he starts believing that he has gifts that he doesn't, and all of a sudden he starts getting lured into, organizing a rug pull where he's scamming a bunch of people. Just try to remember that when with great power comes great responsibility, and that is a feature, not a bug. Just remember that sometimes when you want to dip into the darker arts of the Force, that often comes with some kind of story in your head as to why it's not a big deal. And just be mindful of that. And again, I was extremely hesitant to read the Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords combo here the way I just did, because I like the Seven of Swords so much. But with this Justice card at the bottom of the deck here, that's pretty clear what this means. So listen, just pat yourself on the back. Remember that I opened this reading by jokingly saying, what are you coming to me for? We have the victory of the Chariot, the emotional nurturing of the Queen of Cups, and the strength of strength. This is fucking awesome. And just remember to appreciate it. And yeah, I don't want to loop into anything else that I've already said, because it's making the warning seem like a much bigger deal than I think it actually is. These are minor arcana cards. Of course, we got Temperance Reverse here, but you also have major arcana cards in your present here. So just be grateful for being where you're at. You've earned it, all right? Just don't get cocky. Yeah, so thank you very much for trusting me with your reading. You can use the timestamps in the description below to jump ahead a couple seconds to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. Actually, I should have put the Seven of Swords at the bottom here. Yeah. Before I start the Oracle card portion, I just want to point out that these 4 decks are my 4 favorite Oracle decks that I have. There's a reason why in almost every video you see at least one of these decks. These are head and shoulders above the other decks that I have, even though there are a bunch of decks that aren't here that I fucking love using, like the Prism deck, the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, Starcodes Astro, shit like that. I enjoy every deck, or else I wouldn't use them, but these are head and shoulders above everyone. All right, enough of that. Group A, your card is Deliverance. This is I Ching hexagram number 46. And the key words are release, relief, a fresh approach, liberation from obstruction, finding a solution, exhilaration. Listen, when you overcome an obstacle that's been in your way for a while, it's okay to enjoy the feeling of exhilaration that comes with it. And sometimes, for some of you, it might be an invitation to do the thing that will deliver you that exhilaration that comes when you break through an obstacle. There's one group in particular with which that last part resonates, I think. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, it's okay to enjoy it. You've earned this, Group A. Group B, your archetype card is the Advocate. The light attribute is inspires you to put compassion into action. The shadow attribute is embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. There is one group in particular with which I think both aspects... Actually, there's one group in particular where the shadow attribute is definitely a warning that I kind of just gave you. So if you also pick Group B, just be mindful of that. But for the others, like, it's okay... No, sorry. Follow your inspiration and take deliberate action. Just be compassionate with others. And sometimes that compassion can drive other people to action, is what I was trying to say. Group C with the Moon Oracle, your card is Individuality. This is a gibbous waxing fire moon. Let me just show you your card. So basically, you're being invited to continue along the track that you're on. This is basically a pat on the back. This is basically an attaboy or an attagirl, attabra. And, you know, the road to success involves marking yourself out by being different. And I think that sometimes figuring out what makes you different from other people is the key to achieving that success. So push through any feelings of discomfort that you might get looking at this. Group D, I just want to add one thing. The reason that you don't see this deck too often is because I like this deck so much. I actually use it every day. So it adds that little extra friction to using it in these videos. Anyway, your card is Protection. This is the moon in Aries. The moon using the dynamic tools of Mars. That's interesting. Listen, the things that you have achieved in your life are worth fighting for. They're worth protecting. Now, that doesn't mean going out on the aggressive, but it just means to, it's okay to have boundaries and assert your boundaries. Wow, I just looked at a group's pile off camera here that with which this might resonate. But throughout the month of May, just be mindful to, do no harm but take no shit. Yeah, that's a good way to sum it up. So on that note, I'm going to end everything there. If you like this video, please like this video. It helps me out a lot in many different ways. But besides that, it's looking like y'all's month of April for the most part, and before, was awesome, setting you up for a great May. So y'all have a great month and take care. I'll see you soon.